Hi, don't be surprised too much. I didn't change the subject, the topic of my channel, of this playlist. This is still sharing my mind. Only that in the latest time, I really don't find time for recording new videos, for sharing my mind. And I even decided to set priorities differently and stop for a while my mind sharing and also podcasts and my website where I used to um, express more. But suddenly, as I had an idea which I wanted to share, I felt like, why not combining? So I will try. I will try. Let's see. So it's not about building. It's not about painting. I'm just doing something in parallel for our garden, covering with protective layer our raised beds. So I hope that I can really manage two things together. So, and the topic I wanted to share with you today is about standards. Like again, our view. Well, excuse me for this video, for the video quality, because as I said, the main idea is about sharing my mind. So most important is that you can hear, not see. So I just watched a short program about autism. There were children like in their teenage years and their parents giving interviews, and this is really to publicize, to make more common the question of autism, because many people consider it like strong wind, consider it like a disease, and they really avoid the subject and they avoid people who face this autism in their life. And I like their one phrase which was said by one of the children who has this autism. He just said, whenever you meet people with this diagnosis, just don't be kind of pulled away by them, don't be scared about them, just understand they are also people like anyone else, just with their personal characteristics. And this is something that resonates to me very much, because this complements my idea about saying that whatever happens is always natural. Nothing can happen in life which is not natural, which is not life, which moreover doesn't give experience. And we tend to live with our attachments, we tend to live with our idea about how things should be, and this is what we take as a standard. And then whatever happens differently, we don't bother to study it, to understand it, to view it as just different, as another way of nature expressing itself in this material form, in the form of another being different. And this is not only about people, this is about processes and objects. When something is different from what we know, what we are used to, we tend to reject it as something wrong, incorrect. So here I want to draw your attention to this fact that we should be more open to experience. Our life is quite unique, individual, and we can live through only what is given to us. And it's a shame that even this is not fully lived, that people don't know this experience, people don't know their own life happening. They're too much involved in all these external processes and objects and people, who brings what, who makes what, who says what, who behaves how, so that they don't notice why this happens to me, what exactly happens to me, because all attention is drawn outside and stuck to those objects and people and processes. So first of all, we should really perceive life, seeing our own experience. But even if we succeed to do this, but we are fully concentrated on ourselves and we say, yeah, no attention outside, only inside, then we can learn only what is given to us. How many more lives have we to live, to understand more, to see more, to know more? We don't have to go through all those long processes, we can act in parallel. If there is an experience of others which is available, Yeah, I see it works quite well, yeah, combining. So maybe this is how I should do things. Maybe next time you see me gardening, planting the seedlings and talking to you. Well, sorry for this, step aside. So we don't have to wait long to get more experience. We should look at everything happening and take the experience also from others. You know, it's all about karma, or let's say fortune, about who gets what situations, conditions in the life. And we can never say that some experience is inappropriate for us, or um, it is maybe, I don't know, not useful. Every experience is useful because this is just a representation of the nature, how it implements itself in life, in different human beings. So these human beings, we consider them, like these people with autism, we consider them not standard because the plurality, the the most number of who we know, they are standard, but they are standard only in the view of ay ay ay. So this pant is the working pant. I clean it. So only because we are surrounded by some people who we know as standard, these become standard for us. So others are not standard, and when they are not standard, we tend to think which is not standard is not normal. Like this, we actually limit ourselves from wider perception, because we put a prism, a filter on anything that we see, anything that we face, that we come across, by judging it through the point of view of what we know as our standard. So what I suggest is that we should be free, free from any cliche, free from any definition of how things are, how they should be. Because whatever we consider as it should be, then we always try to adjust it, to adopt it, to change it. And this is where we fail to be happy, fail to be complete, because we consider life as something that needs to be fixed. Life is fixed. We are not fixed because we see ourselves as that influential factor that um, wants to make a change always to everything. Because we are unable to accept that the nature is already happening in the way that it is, in the way that it can be. The nature is so diverse in its representation, and we fail to notice it, we fail to know it. So I invite you not to wait till many lives, many situations, many reincarnations to live more experience, to get more understanding, because with understanding of the experience comes the wisdom. The wisdom is something that is the secret of life. Let's say secret because it is not well known, it is not easily accessible. And then another thing, just think that those people who have these diagnoses of autism, they live and they know what they know, and they know how others treat them. So have you ever been in this situation? Have you ever been so different, so that you are standing out of the crowd, standing out of others? Just try to see what it is for them, for their life, for their everyday existence. And what about those who are a family of these people? They can't escape this experience too. They have to live it, and we can actually learn a lot from them, from the point of view of their courage, of their sustainability. Is this word applicable here? But I mean that they go on with it. They cannot just say we can say anything, life goes on and the experience continues. But I mean, they wouldn't say, oh, I'm fed up, I'm tired, and this is different, this is not standard, I don't want to deal with it. No, this came to their life for a certain reason, and this is what they live, and this is what they know. So don't wait that some experience comes particularly to your life, that you learn to understand, that you learn to have this power to live and go through obstacles, through difficulties, through something which is not standard. Learn also from others. See it, all things, all people, as the nature, and know the nature in its diversity. Don't stick only to your own experience, your own life. That's it, probably what I wanted to share. Thank you for your patience of my inadequate attention given to you through this video. And yeah, that's it for today.